Hello? Oh.
Now try and hide.
I'm not trying to hide from anything. Why don't you come down here and face me? You big ugly bastard. Come on. I'm right here, waiting for you.
Even in Vault 101, my work on Project Purity never really stopped. Soon after we arrived, my nightly routine included sneaking into the restricted areas, searching for, I don't know, whatever I could find. It was a Vault-Tec facility after all. The place was built with some of the most advanced technology this country had ever developed. Those excursions never turned up anything particularly useful. So, one night, after half a bottle of scotch, I broke into the overseer's office. It was easy enough to hack his console, gain access to the restricted files. Most of it was garbage. Propaganda, spy reports, just plain rambling bullshit, really. But there was one thing, one name that stood out amongst all the others. Dr. Stanislaus Braun. I knew of Braun's work, of course. He was a celebrity in his day, Vault-Tec's sorcerer scientist, leaving his peers in awe of his technological wizardry. But it was in Vault 101 that night in the overseer's office I first learned of Braun's involvement in Vault-Tec's Societal Preservation Program and his work on something called GEC, the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. To be honest, the GEC sounded like pure fantasy, even for someone of Braun's capabilities. It was nothing short of a miracle. A terraforming module capable of producing life from complete lifelessness. But not only was this thing a reality, it was actually distributed to several vaults to be used after an atomic war. Vault 101 was, sadly, not on that list. I did some digging and discovered Braun's name on the reservation list for a Vault 112. I'm no slouch, but this man, he could have easily succeeded where I failed. Does his collected knowledge remain within the halls of Vault 112? Journals, holotapes, computer records, maybe even experiments. If I could gain access to just a fraction of Braun's genius, Project Purity would become a reality. I'm off to Vault 112 to search for anything of Braun's that might help me get this purifier up and running. All I know is that it's west of some place called Evergreen Mills, and it's well hidden in some sort of garage. But I'll find it. I have to. It's so close, but that's the story of Project Purity, isn't it? An eternity of almost theirs. Let's see if Braun has the missing puzzle piece.
Hold it. This area is under the authority of the Brotherhood of Steel. Leave immediately.
Whoa, calm down. I was just exploring this area.
You're awfully brave to be walking around down here by yourself. Are you scavenging the ruins?
Yeah, you could say that. I'm searching for records from their library.
It seems that we have similar goals in mind. It's rare to meet someone who has proper priorities. I am Senior Scribe Yearling, Order of the Word. I have a proposal for you, if you're interested.
Sure, I'm interested in this. Tell me more.
Good. My task here is to collect the written works of those who came before, in order to supplement the Brotherhood archives at the Citadel. Although most of the pre-war books have been destroyed, there are a few that have survived. But finding a book in these ruins is difficult. I could have 1,000,000 initiates to comb the ruins, and I'd still never come close to recovering every book that remains undamaged.
And you want me to help you gather books, right?
Precisely. The collected knowledge of a lost age is worth far more than any weapon. So, return here with any books that you find in good condition. I will compensate you for every volume that you bring me. Think on it, and return when you have books to offer me.
So why are you collecting books?
Books represent the collected knowledge of the world before. Everything from a child's storybook to a detailed technical guide has value. By assembling and recording this knowledge, we scribes can analyze it and use it to further the goals of the Brotherhood. Whatever our elder decides that those goals are, that is.
Wait, is there a problem with your elder?
It is not my place to criticize Elder Lyons. All I will say to an outsider is that he is not a traditionalist. That is all.
So, can you help me access the library's archives?
The front desk computer has access to the card catalogs, but it appears that it's lost the connection to the main archives. Here's the password. Now, you might be able to find the central computer further in there, but I'm afraid you'll have to do that without me. I'm a scholar, not a fighter.
Right. Alright, I have to go now.
Steel be with you.
Yeah, what? Oh. Whoa. What's going on up there? Oh, oh.
Concentrating fire. Targeting. Taking fire. Target firing. Stand strong, Brotherhood. We've got company. We've got company. Courage, my brother.
This is...
Alright, public library terminal. Here we go.
Is it there? Are there books? Oh, can I go borrow some?
Yeah, the library is still standing, and I've got the archives right here.
Really? A whole library's worth of data? Right there?
Yep.
Oh, that's great news. So, what did you find? Tell me about it.
Well, this is an entire library's archives. You know how valuable that is, right?
I suspect you and I are two of the only people who really appreciate its value. Yes. Oh my goodness. When I'm done with this, I'll have to work on copying all of this information. It could take a while, you know. Oh, but here's a book of mine and some caps for your research. Think of it as pay for a civilization worth of overdue books.
Right. Well, I'm ready to continue research for the last chapter.
I want to find out the history of how a successful settlement like Rivet City got started. I've also got to do a section on working with old computer electronics. So there's some research to be done in the old Robco production facility. And that'll be it for the last chapter. So, what'll it be?
I guess researching local history sounds easy.
Don't be so sure. You'd be surprised how confused people get, even about important things. In this case, I'm talking about Rivet City. It's the most successful survivor settlement around, but no one here really knows how it started. Of course,
Really?
That's why it's important to know how a place like that succeeded. So I need you to go there and do some researching.
Alright, sounds reasonable. I'll research Rivet City's history.
Oh, now I can't wait for what you find out down there. And check around to make sure you're hearing the real deal.
Alright. I have to go now.
Take care. It's a big wasteland, but you know that better than me, right?
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I think I've seen you in here before. When you're ready to buy, just let me know.
Could I ask you about Rivet City's history?
Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave?
Hasn't River City been around for longer than 12 years?
Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie.
Right. What's this I hear about the hangar deck and outer deck?
The people that live on the hangar deck are the great unwashed masses. I read that somewhere. Do you like it? Anyway, they need true leaders, like myself.
Alright, it's been a pleasure, Mr. Bannon.
Come back soon.
I'm Belle Bonnie, and this is the Muddy Rudder. I'll tell you what I tell all the fresh meat. Don't start anything down here, or I'll have Brock kick your ass.
Nice place you have here.
You must be drunk. Are you gonna order or what?
Actually, I want to know if you have any stories about this place's history.
History? What, not enough shit around here already? You need to dig up more? Don't know if it ever had an official start. It's just been here forever. Stuck in the river and full of assholes.
Well, I bet someone like you hears lots of stories. Can't you share one?
No, I can't fucking well share one. What sort of moron are you? But fine. If it'll get you out of my face, go down to Pinkerton's shed in the broken off bow of the ship. If he decides to give you a history lesson, it's no business of mine. Now get the hell out of my bar.
How the hell did you get in here? I suppose you can't be all that bad if you made it this far without dying. This is the part where you tell me what the hell you are doing bothering an old man who obviously wants to be left alone. Get on with it already.
Alright, well, tell me about the city's history.
What? I have better things to do than yak about those backstabbers up topside. Now get going.
I hear you're the only one who knows the truth about River City's founding.
Ha! Sounds like you've been poking around, all right. I'm surprised any of those reprobates even remember me. Maybe they still laugh about how they edged me out of the council back then. But you can set the record straight.
You were on the city council. That's hard to believe.
Well, start believing or start walking. Remnants of the Naval Research Institute cleared the Mirelurks off this wreck about 40 years ago. We were looking for new lab space, and this bucket of bolts just happened to have a well-preserved science bay on it. Everything else just grew up around that lab once we got it up and running. The science team was led by one H. Pinkerton.
So you used to be in charge. How did you end up here?
That lasted until about 18 years ago, when those ambitious backbiters like Lee and her little team showed up. She came in with her big Purity Project pipe dream, and my whole staff started working with her, those traitors. She even took my seat on the council. By then, I was glad to leave it behind. But hell, if I'm leaving the city I made great.
Do you have any hard evidence of all this?
Of course I do. A good scientist always keeps track of their data. Here.
Of course.
They probably don't even remember, but I kept the records of that first council meeting. Take them, if it'll put them in their place.
So, what kind of work do you do in here?
The secret kind. Well, if you must know, I'm an electrician and computer expert. And I'm a bit of a surgeon. Really, the most gifted scientist you'll find. I'm the guy that got Rivet City up and running in the first place. And after all that, Lee and her gang of flunkies pushed me out. Ha! Project Purity, indeed. What a bunch of morons. They can't even clean some water.
So, what do you know about Project Purity?
Who cares? It's some hydroponics pipe dream that Lee's been working on forever. Waste of time and effort, I say. Apparently, though, my teams cared more about it than they did about little things like defense systems or making this ship float again. Treacherous bastards, all of them.
I see. Do you have any hard evidence about this?
Of course I do. A good scientist always keeps track of their data. Here, they probably don't even remember, but I kept the records of that first council meeting. Take them, if it'll put them in their place.
Alright, I have to go now.
Don't let your guard down.
Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started?
Well, after a lot of searching, I've got the real history of Rivet City.
Aha! Not just as easy as asking around, was it? Good information takes real work to uncover after all. So,
Right.
tell me all about it.
Well, it had success as a science station, and people flocked to success.
I guess that's how people are, huh? Show a little initiative and success, and they'll support you enough for real success. Nice work! It must have taken a lot of investigation. Here, for the next time you've got to shine like that. Oh, and I'll let the Rivet City traders know they'll be favorably mentioned in the book. You'll get a discount buying gear from them in the future.
Alright, so the last subject is all technology, right? Sounds interesting.
It does, doesn't it? I mostly just deal with it after it's junked, but a trader gave me this bit of electronics from the Robco factory. If there's a way to reactivate and control the robots there, it'd make for a good example of harnessing the past's technology for the book.
Just go in and connect the widget to the mainframe. I can do that.
Yeah, you should just be able to plug it into the mainframe at the Robco production facility. It'll give you access to the robots and terminals. Okay, here. And be sure to keep an eye peeled for any other examples of how to make old technology work for you out there.
Alright, I have to go now.
Good luck with that research. Fiddled with any interesting technology lately?
I was able to get the robots online again, but I couldn't control them.
Oh, great! Reactivating long dormant technology is definitely a good step towards the survival of humanity as a whole. Then again, maybe it's more dangerous if it's active but uncontrolled. How did it turn out?
Well, you make the right connection and robots do what you want, just like people.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I guess you do. And it's a good enough example for the book, I suppose. It helps to have the right tool for the job. Failing that, go with the right tool to cheat at the job, like a pulse grenade. Here, have a couple.
Alright, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but that completes the book, right?
Smooth, suave, and done with a smile. I swear I picked up a few pointers from your style myself. For all your hard work, I want you to have this mini nuke. I kept meaning to use it to dig a well, but honestly, it just makes me nervous. Now, I just need to do a few last tweaks, and it'll be ready to print and distribute. Thanks for all the help.
Alright. Thanks. I'm pretty proud of it myself. So how's the final product?
Oh, it's great! Why, with the information here, we'll save hundreds of lives, maybe even thousands. I'll share these with the traders, and soon everyone will know about the Wasteland Survival Guide. But first, here, the very first copy of our book goes to you! I couldn't have done it without you, my Wasteland Survival expert.
Oh, well... Oh! Well, thank you very much. I have to go now.
Come back soon.
Another human with a death wish. Welcome to the mall, tourist.
Where the hell did you come from?
Nice to meet you too. I'm the sentry for Underworld. City of ghouls, inside the museum. For a tourist, you're pretty clueless. My name's Willow, by the way.
Did you say a city of ghouls?
Sure did. Underworld. It's right inside the Museum of History, and through the big skull. Most of the residents ain't crazy about humans, but they'll sell to you, fix you up so long as your caps are good and you ain't a ghoul hater.
So, aren't you afraid of Vesuvians?
Those knuckle draggers? Nah, they don't bother us ghouls. Maybe they see us as kin or something, I don't know. Now those other assholes.
Otter assholes?
Yeah, you know, those humans like you. Well, maybe not like you, I don't know, but humans all the same. The Brotherhood of Steel guys with their testosterone and power armor. Those Psycho Talon Company mercs. Those other assholes.
Alright, I have to go now.
Till next time, sightseer.
Get your ass over here if you want to live. Watch out for that. You made enough noise coming in here to wake the dead, for God's sakes. Just be ready. The muties are coming.
Okay. Alright.
Lock and load. They'll be here any second. Hey! Good enough.
Oh!
Need some help with this one? Glad that's over.
What is that all about? Excuse me?
Whew. Say, you're pretty decent in a firefight.
Yeah, thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
Well, with what I do for a living, you need to be. Sorry, I'm being a complete asshole. I'm Sydney. It's good to meet a fellow relic hunter.
What do you mean, fellow relic hunter?
Come on. You and I both know this is where the Declaration of Independence is stashed. No need to be coy about it. Good old Abraham Washington sent you on the same suicide mission he sent me on. Only problem is, you're not going to get it without my help.
What are you proposing?
Simple. We pool our resources, grab the Declaration, then make for Rivet City and split the reward. I've studied the plans of this place, so without me, you're going to go in circles. What do you say?
Alright, sure. Let's team up.
Smart move. Okay. The Declaration is secured in the Archive's strong room underground. There's a concealed cargo lift right here in the center of the rotunda. I've spent a few days hacking the lock with my remote terminal. When you're ready, punch in the password, let's get going.
Alright, you alright?
It's only a scratch. I'll be fine.
Here, take one of those stim packs. It should help.
Thanks. I'll use it right away. What's up?
Since we're partners now, why don't you tell me about yourself?
Ha! I'm surprised that you care. Usually everyone looks out for themselves nowadays. What is it you want to know?
Well, how did you get into the relic hunting business?
I don't know. I grew up like pretty much every other girl in this crappy world. Spent most of my life just trying to keep away from slavers. One day out in the wastes, I stumbled across some poor bastard's body. On the body, I found info leading to some famous document. I had heard that Abraham Washington was looking for these scraps of paper. So I went after the thing. Turned out to be the Constitution. After he loaded me up with caps, I got pissed drunk, got laid, and was happy for the first time in a while. I haven't looked back since.
So, you recovered all that stuff in the Preservation Society's museum?
Oh no. There is more than a lifetime supply of grade A crap in that place. Couldn't possibly do it alone. Like you, he hires anyone off the street. Honestly, I don't care what he does with that stuff. As long as the caps keep flowing, I'll be there to collect.
Fair enough. What happened to your father?
Sorry, there's some things I still want to keep to myself. Maybe when I get to trust you better.
Alright. What about that gun, eh? That's a nice gun. I've never seen one like it.
Yeah, it is nice. I don't even sleep without it under my pillow. My father made gun ammunition for a living. Taught me everything about how firearms work. So I've spent my downtime tinkering with guns like my 10mm Ultra SMG here. It's like a hobby, I guess.
Alright, let me ask you something else.
Okay.
What do you know about the Declaration of Independence?
All I know is that it looks like a rolled-up piece of thick paper with all kinds of writing on it. Some famous document from a long time ago. Abraham Washington is a huge U.S. history nut. So, that's why he wants it so badly.
Alright, let's get going.
Keep your eyes on the mission. And off my ass, please. They kept the Declaration in the archive strong rooms at the end of the East Wing.
We can't let the enemy's progress dissuade. You've breached our defenses, evaded our best soldiers, and you've raided my home. But I have not yet begun to fight. I cannot allow you to steal our freedom. The Declaration must remain here. It is our symbol of hope, the one thing that cries out, we are a free nation.
Oh, you must be Button Gwinnett, second signer of the Declaration.
Then my reputation precedes me. Good. That should make you well aware that I am not to be trifled with, and that my loyalty to the States is legendary. I know your fighting prowess far exceeds my own, but I will still duel you to the death if I must. What will it be, then? Rapiers? Pistols at dawn? Out with it!
That's quite brave of you, to potentially sacrifice your life over a document.
This is no mere document, sir. This is the doctrine laid down by my fellow members of the Second Continental Congress. It absolves us of the tyranny of King George III of Great Britain. It is perhaps the greatest symbol of this free nation.
And you do realize that it's about 500 years later, don't you?
Petty lies and deceit may be the way of Great Britain's crown, but I will not succumb to such tomfoolery. Since it appears you wish to resolve this without bloodshed, may I suggest you stand down and surrender? I can promise that you will be treated well, in a manner accustomed to any member of the Royal Army.
Well, look, there's more to this than you realize, Button.
Please explain, but I warn you, I am well versed on the tactics of the underhanded Redcoat spy. You do well to remember that.
I am Thomas Jefferson, and I've returned to liberate the Declaration.
Saints alive! It is both an honor and a privilege, sir. I was hoping this day would arrive. I hope these fortifications are up to your high standards, sir. All of my men await your command to push and retake the capital.
Right.
May I ask where you intend to bring the document?
It should be carried to our new president, Abraham Washington.
Our new president? So the stars and stripes truly are forever. All hail the red, white, and blue. Does this mean the war is over? Have we won?
Yes, Button, we won.
It's over? Amen to that. Then I suppose my posting here at the fort is complete. I think you said it best when you said, we in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate. It has been both an honor and a privilege to serve in the Army of the United States. What are your final orders?
Stand down and honorably relinquish your post. You've earned a rest.
Coming from you, that means all the world to me. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve my country. It's time for me to take a long-needed rest. I think you'll find that the rest of my men are long due for the same. I hereby relinquish command and control of this fortification to you. Good luck to you, Mr. Jefferson. And give Sally my regards.
Of course, Mr. Gwinnett. See you around.
I'm expecting great things from you.
Hello. Sydney and I have the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, my lord. I never I'm utterly shocked. You two have earned your places in the annals of American history. Yes, indeed. You will be remembered for this great day. I will award Sydney's bounty to her personally. No need to worry yourself about that. Enjoy your reward, my friend. You've earned it.